2021. So it probably is. So it's .net and .info. Those are our two optional website addresses. I grabbed them in order to have them in case the .org got corrupted, taken over, or whatever, or if someone would like to create some other information pages of Nobarc using those email or those web addresses. That's what we can do, use them for.
Roger.
Next I got is, I don't have a lot, but big question mark, 2021. What are we all doing? First thing on that big question mark was field day. I know we're still 6-point-something months out, or 5-point-something months out for that. I think we can do something this year. I think last year when COVID kicked in, we were all very unsure on transmission and spreading. I think we can at least come up with something for a plan in the year coming up. Pete, I know you took over a position last year. Are you having any interest in doing again or trying to do? KD2JKV, K1SUN.
K1SUN, KD2JKV. I would love to try it again this year and see if we can get it to work out this well, since I think we'll be at pretty much at the end of COVID by then.
Yeah, well, I'll see what's going on. So tentatively, I'll let Dave or anybody else's thoughts on that. Please call now. Nothing heard, so yeah, keep that in the back of the mind, and if you want to start getting operators lined up and such, let us all know. Go from there. Next was the same type thing, was field flea market. Now, Skip, did we reimburse you for prizes you had purchased before we canceled?
Yes, you did. K1OKP.
Remind me, what do we have for prizes? I know one was supposed to be an HT, but I forgot what everything else was.
Okay, hold on for a second. Let me back up in my pad here. Hopefully I got notes for that. Hang on a second.
Yeah, and it's the same deal. We're going to see what happens as far as COVID. We had, there was a successful flea market in Kutztown. It was an open air area, no inside buildings, porta potties instead of a P building, we'll say. But everybody was very respectful and distance, and a lot of hand sanitizer, so I think we can pull it off. If the town of Adams has any restrictions at that point in our lives or not. So if not, then maybe we'll look for a private venue where we don't have to answer to something like that and have it all outdoors. Okay, K1OKP, K1SUN.
Okay, this is kind of from memory, but we had the MMBBM hotspot radio, radio oddity GD77, and it was an Anytone mobile. I don't remember which one it was. It might be the 878. And without going upstairs and digging them out, I'm afraid I can't do any better than that. These are some notes that I had. If that helps. K1OKP.
Okay, yeah, that kind of reminds me. Yeah, I forgot the model number of the Anytone anyways. But, it's all right. We already have our prizes set, and our financial system or health is a little lower due to the fact we didn't have a flea market. So our door income is non-existent. any profit from any of the ticket sales for prizes non-existent, as we all understand. So if anybody's worried about our financial standing, we're just a little down, not much. We normally would pull in enough money to cover the cost of our lease payment. Actually, it's called a permit, but the lease payment would have been covered from the flea market, but we can do that as we were just told for a few more years without too much of an issue. So we're going to, once again, keep that in the back of our minds for what happens in years coming up. Everything is still all up in the air with what we got going on in the world, but let's just kind of keep our eyes going and see if we can look past this and see if we can have fun.
K1FFK.
Yeah, let me do another call up. If anybody wants to check into the December 2020 on the air Nobarc meeting, please call now. Thing at that. Next on my list was a VE report, or VE's report. I'll start with you, Peter.
KA1SUN, KD2JKV. We had 5 in the session, 4 passed, and 1 upgraded. Alex upgraded. The next session I have planned for online remote is January 16th at 1 p.m.
Okay, that's pretty good numbers. I don't know if, Ellis's wife, Flavia, she emailed me. She passed her tech license. Let me call up my email. And Tim, I emailed you her new call sign. She gets of course, free membership for a year. Let's see. Her call is, she's got a 1 call, but she took it out, and I think she took it out there. Oh boy, stand by. K1SUN.
This is WB2VVQ. Peter, I wonder if you could give me the call signs of those that passed or new hams. I'll send them a complimentary 1 year's membership for the club. Over.
I actually posted them on the Nobarc page, but it's Thomas, Marelli. He's KD2VFW. Michael S. Maruk, Maruk. He is KC1OHK. John Ferrara, Ferreira. Let me roll. Is KC1OHJ. And Alex KC1NHG is upgraded to general.
Okay, Alex, was it KC1, was it?
Alex is Kilo Charlie 1, November Hotel Golf. He upgraded to general.
Okay, thank you.
Back to Eric.
Okay, and I found Flavia's, sent me a picture of it. She is KC1OHX in that series of calls. But I did tell her that wherever she is out there, she's actually put down her Massachusetts address as her license ticket, but out there, I said to her, look into acquiring, if she wanted, Ellis's call. So she may become Ellis. I forgot, that's bad. And 1MWJ, so she may keep his call alive.
Okay, KC1OHX. Okay, and the other one OHK, OHJ.
she said the same thing, that she took online classes or tests, so it looks like that type of situation is working out for us in this as the amateur world for COVID type thing. All right, next, anybody else have any questions or comments on VE exams or classes? Please call now. My little list as I had it as I was thinking. Dave, how is the roundtable situation going?
Well, last month was the first month. I believe we had 8 or 9 check-ins. One tech person from down the other end of the state, or partly down the state. A lot of information got transferred back and forth, so I think it went very well. It's scheduled again for next Sunday at 6 p.m. here on this repeater, and I'm hoping to have at least an equal number or more. And I have a couple of things that I'm going to be passing along to the newcomers that get involved, and I actually have some paperwork to pass along to them. And didn't know if the club wanted to offer newcomers to check in that are not members the option of being members for a year.
Basically saying free membership if you check into the roundtable? I don't know.
No, newly licensed only. You know, people that haven't been around or haven't been in. No, we wouldn't go that far.
We kind of do the, newly licensed hams in the area for Nobarc, free for the year. And, which is, what do we get out of it? Well, just a nice hello, how you doing? And then a reminder card at the end of the year that says pay up.
Yeah, roger that. Because I'm going to, in reference to what I'm going to be doing, the people are going to have to send me an email with some information on it, very limited information. And then I will send out a packet to them of a couple pieces of information I have, and I can include an application into those also.
Yeah, we can try that, see how that plays out. Anybody else have any questions, concerns about that? Well, since we don't do a lot, and Skip, the end of the year annual report will be starting up here real soon. The only event that I can say we can put down for public service is the rescue. Was it early last year? I still have the article downloaded with guys' names and such. Peter was around. I helped a little, but not much. We didn't do any public service as far as events such as parades, races or anything of that nature. Does anybody on here have any other emergency situations that any of the Nobarc repeaters were used? Please call now.
Tango. I don't know if you want to include it or not, but the testing that Aries has been doing or has done on the 6 meter for handling traffic digitally back and forth throughout the state.
I'll have to we have a section for the Aries nets and stuff. I'll just say continuing technology advancement on the 6 meter band.
Yeah, in addition to all the nets, the Aries nets we have that are continuing to run. Whichever way you want to put it, Eric.
JKV comment.
Go ahead.
Eric, I don't know if you want to add the east-west connection that we've established between us and Boston on with Echolink and the Heavy Hitters Traffic Net.
Okay, I'll put that under the 9-1 daily traffic handlers. I'll say also now connected via internet Echolink capabilities added to that paragraph of the report.
K1FFK. Roger.
But I will be drafting up or passing modifications and or changes to the one we did last year. But and also we gotta say continuing efforts with the weather system, which crapped out on the hill. Support WX system. Yeah, so that died. I think beginning of December. I think they blew a power supply up or something in the unit broke again. So I don't know. So I was hoping Sigurd would be on to answer any questions on that. So somebody will be climbing up, taking that down again, or going up and looking at their magic box for data. But weather data off the hill is off the hill. Does anyone have any additional or new business for the meeting tonight? Please call now.
KD2JKV.
Go ahead.
We were talking earlier about seat fillers. If you need a seat filler, I can throw my hat in.
I'm going to have to talk with all the, because we have the bylaws, and I know we just had the election last year, but I'm not up on the bylaws. I'm going to have to read to see what provisions, but yeah, I know we do need more. We need at least those 2 seats filled. I'll put you down for, interest in that. I'll have to get probably what this first Zoom meeting will be about then. So looks like I'm going to have to work on that now.
Comment, WB2VBQ.
Go ahead, Ted.
I just want to say that there was a recent bombing in Nashville, and they've identified a person of interest, and at his household, he had a tall radio tower in his backyard. I tried to look him up as a ham, and I couldn't find him on the database based on his name, but it's just interesting. He may have been a ham. Over.
Yeah, that's what we would need. Let's hope that part doesn't get out. Could be a survivalist, could be, just somebody with problems. Oh, well. Okay, anything further? New business, old business, any business?
Yeah, Whiskey 1, Tango, Tango, Tango.
That's Dave.
Yeah, one of the flyers I'm going to be sending out in reference to the newcomers is the Aries information that they just drafted up, explaining what Aries is and the fact that if they want to join, how to go into and join. That's going to go in envelopes mailed out to different people, but I'd be interested in putting a copy of that on the web page if possible. It just gives them could go under the Western Mass Aries, and it's a full page thing, so it should be easy to put in there.
Let me see here. We can also put that under there is member pages on the tab. Let's see. Well, there's yours is there. Thing to yours. Public service. All canceled. Yeah, something like that. PDFs could probably be attached. Would that be a problem, Skip?
No, it's not a problem. I can put a link to the PDF. Just send the PDF to me and let me know where you'd like me to put it. Okay, why don't you be?
Okay, will do. Next, membership. Haven't updated the web page with the membership, and I'm going to query the club right now as to how much information we want to put on there. I looked at the last set that we put on there, which just showed who was members. I'm thinking that we may want to go back to putting expiration dates on of, people that are overextended or whatever, to try and get some more people back into the club, get dues paid up, whatever your thoughts are.
Yeah, an expiration date would be handy, I believe. My feeling. And I'm scooping around here. Where is it actually on the webpage?
Should be available right off the front page.
Let's see. Okay, roster. Didn't look. Yeah, we already got expirations on there.
Yeah, correct. Expirations are on there for the people that are actually members. I'm thinking of adding below that whole list, members that were or people that were members who have not paid up in a year or two, and see if they want to get back in.
Well, they would be able to look up their name or their call and know that they haven't paid. I would just put a nice big paragraph at the bottom here that says, if you don't see yourself, you got to pay for yourself.
Yeah, if they look themselves up by names, they're not going to see their name unless they're a paid member with an expiration date. But again, it's up to you guys if you want to, whichever way you want to do it.
I'm just thinking a paragraph or something above this thing that says, if you don't see yourself, your membership has expired. Please renew.
Okay, that sounds good. Renew and support the club, whatever. Support the repeaters, whatever. That's a good way of doing it.
I expire this month, which I only try to pay up at the beginning of the year. So, that's my thoughts. Skip, since you're a web person, any thoughts, questions?
I don't know. I think just putting like you said, a paragraph up that says if you don't see your name here, you're probably not paid up. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't know.
Well, like I said, as I'm sitting here, just looking at the 2 page and a half of people here, I think either above or below this nicely done thing, stating that if you do not see your name on this list, please consider donating, or signing up. And then if we can have a clickable link back to the application page from this, I think would spice it up a little too.
K1FFK.
That sounds reasonable, Eric. Maybe, I don't know about a link though. I mean, this is a PDF that's in there, so if he linked to PDF, it might be a hard thing for him to get another link to go back the other way. Don't know. Maybe just add the application at the end of this list.
What happened is when you tried to print out the application, if you do send it by mail, it'd print out everybody's name and information, which is no big deal. But I'm always thinking of wasting paper or not. Have you had any thoughts on Skip on like putting a hyperlink from here to there? I know it can be done with a PDF, but I personally don't know how to do it.
I don't think I can put a link in the PDF because what you click on the home page is the actual link to the PDF file. So we could have something on the bottom of that file or on the within that paragraph that just tells them to go to the membership page. But I don't think there's a way I could put a link in that PDF.
I know there's ways of doing it because I get PDF forms and such, and you can click on it and send you off into the ozone. But that's for a fully paid up PDF program that a lot of people don't want to pay for, which is great. So yeah, part of the paragraph. If you do not see your name on here, most likely you have you need to renew or join. Please see the tab on the left, the Join Nobarc tab on the left, and consider, joining. Other questions, concerns, new business for tonight's Nobarc Dec? KA1SUN. Hearing nothing, I'd like to thank all that joined in, contributed. Looks like I got a couple of things to attend to with Zooming and getting the annual report checked out before I send it to you, Skip, for final review, and then you can send it back to me for another review, and then we get to ship it out. Actually, we saved this year because the deputy counsel in Boston that I used to send a copy to, well, it's PDF I would send to her, is no longer an employee of Massachusetts, even though I would send it there and never get a response, saying that she doesn't exist. So I don't have to send it there. I only need to send it to Mr. Holbrook, our permit person, and Becky. I send Becky a physical copy, and we go from there. And sometime in January, Tim, once we get this button down, we'll get together, sign it, seal it, and ship it out. I would like to close the Nobarc meeting at 6:41 p.m. Any objections? Please call now.
Concerning the Hamfest, do we want to set a date for that? WB2VVQ.
To that quite yet myself. Let's see. What were we going to be doing? We were going to be doing, yeah, we moved it back to the 23rd. Let's go to 21. August is still a good, could still be a good, it's in the middle of something. So let's see, it would be Sunday, August 22. We could start thinking of setting that aside.
Roger, August 22nd is what I was thinking. Won't interfere with the fleet at MIT that way either.
We're not really going to commit to anything. I won't be calling up Aggie Fair quite yet either. I think if we wait until April, May, let's, what do you think, May? Before we start really trying to finalize any plans for that date? That'll give them plenty of time.
Roger.
There's still concerns with health departments and national and state emergencies. Maybe we'll, I'll talk about it on Zoom, but might be able to do something somewhere. Any objections for closing the meeting now at 6:43 p.m.? Officially close the December meeting. Last meeting of 2020. Oh boy. But we will still be holding January's on-the-air meeting. Maybe by then I'll have it Zoomed. We might be doing a combination on-the-air / Zoom meeting. See how things work with that. So I guess my New Year's resolution is to try to create a Zoom content here. KA1SUN.
Okay, next meeting, January 24th, 2021.
Okay, Jan 21. KA1SUN. Thanks all.